Welcome everyone to the Lorepod podcast, but specifically the Nuka recap section of the Lorepod podcast. I'm your host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, this is our bonus episodes that we do every week here for the lore, fun, and the haul here for the Fallout TV show. Every new episode on the Nuka recap, I cover all the lore, Easter eggs, and shit you may have missed, old and new. And boy, oh boy, we're on episode 7. Literally watched it the minute it dropped, just got done, and we have notes. And we have some good notes here. All right, everybody, starting up here, make sure to follow me on social media on X at Dakota Morgan 3, Twitch, CodaRex97, and Instagram at Dakota_Morgan97. That is going to be where you follow me there. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast for new episodes of lore every week from all over pop culture, as well as catching up with the Nuka recap. Alrighty, starting up here, though, we are starting the episode with Steph, and Steph is the one-eyed girl now that we've wondering what's going to happen with her. They did the Metal Focus Center in season 1, and in season 2, we know she's a murderer. She's all that shit here because Woody is dead. But we do get to see the annexed Canada, and we see an internment camp, more or less. And we see an internment camp and a Marine power armor guy Marine and power armor, and a vertibird trying to catch them there. We also see later on, we'll save it for the end credits. But we do see like how Canada was annexed, which is something that you see in the lore of the games. You see in Fallout 3, there's news clippings of it and shit. And we took it over as like the 51st state, right? It was like the first one we did take over there. And we just, literally the lore is hell because like we were just shooting people in the streets apparently. That sounds familiar in America. But here's the thing here. That is what was going on in there. And they put Canadians in internment camps. So we got to see the war in Alaska and then seeing us take over Canada as well too. We're getting a lot of like the deep cut lore here going on. It's pretty fucking cool. And we were able to see here very quickly that Steph worked at the Lucky 38 and Hank got her in. She really worked her ass up. She probably slept with Hank or some bullshit like that too, is how she got the job. But I mean, Steph is pretty, actually the place is like gorgeous. So the Atomic Wrangler and Silverrush are seen before the collapse as Cooper is meeting up with the secretary or the congresswoman who is fighting a good fight against the Congress people or against corporations and shit too. More on that later. The NCR weapon base is shown by Maximus, Thaddeus, and the Ghoul who are now teamed up to get into the Lucky 38 on the New Vegas Strip. And we get to see a base. I haven't been able to, I'm going to check Twitter actively as we speak here because, X. I do know that there is the Todd Howard photo cameo, as we have seen in there too, because there is the Todd Howard as Napoleon. In the games that you do find in there, we do see a painting of that in the Vault 33 as well. I am taking a look here, though. Nobody has posted about it yet, though, but that base for the NCR that we do see does seem vaguely familiar here. Please let me know in the comment section, either on YouTube or for the podcast, where we have seen that NCR base, or is it new? And that being said, though, it's full of loads of NCR weaponry, like assault rifles, a rail gun, which was really cool. And we get to see that later on in the use there. But, we do see pipe bombs, dynamite, like all sorts of weaponry, like the rifles in there. Of course, NCR Ranger armor everywhere. And this is a gold mine that I don't know how the fuck the Legion salvagers didn't see NCR flags and go into it. And also, did the NCR just abandon this? What the fuck happened? There's so much to that. Why is that left there? Did the NCR truly just leave? And I'm really hoping the NCR army shows up at the end. That's just me because I love New California Republic. I do. I always sided with them in New Vegas. I think I sided with House during one playthrough on my old Xbox 360 account way back when the game first came out. I think I did it for the achievements, but that's about it. Never sided with the Legion. We always killed that man. Great, the Kaiser. They do mention how the Legion is still out there too, and that they still are a threat, and Lucy's dad can take care of that and shit too, but also seeing the NCR Ranger, serving them water and stuff too, and knowing he was actually a good guy. That really fucking stuck with me, and I think there's a turning point for Lucy, by the way, too, because we are able to see her and her dad give the explanation before she found you knew she was gonna be like, fuck you dad, I'm out, but you didn't know when it was gonna happen. But him talking about the Legion does all this, the terrible people, and then the NCR they're like, oh, the high taxes, the political drama, you get it when you're older. And she's like, dad, go fuck yourself. The good people you murdered and killed. And she mentioned it too. She's like, we had a good life until you ruined it, aka you nuked fucking Shady Sands, you dumbass. During though, going too far ahead, we do see the NCR base. Again, quarrels with that. We do see the NCR power armor, which was currently being worked on, it looks like there. So that was really cool. And we got some Fallout theme music playing with that one. It was really fucking cool. And when Maximus is going down, by the way, I currently have a Securitron. I did buy it in between episodes. I was able to snag the only one on my wall bar, because these guys are rare. I was able to snag the McFarlane's movie Maniacs, a Securitron figure, the Victor one. It is a Securitron. I wish it said figure, but Victor, but whatever the fuck. I was able to snag one of those. He's on my desk with me. But seeing Freeside cheer on the NCR, like, yeah, take our neighborhood back. Like, I was off the couch just like, yeah, bitch, yeah, like, fucking let's go. Like, that's the Freeside I know and love. Like, they're like, hey, we want our New Vegas back. Like, we want our shit there. Like, we want to take our neighborhoods back from these fucking, like, them cheering on the NCR, like, because in the end, they wanted their freedoms, and they didn't want NCR boot on their neck, but they knew, like, it's probably the better option between everybody, right? And they knew that. And that was real. And them just, like, following them and, like, cheering them behind is the coolest fucking shit. Thaddeus's arm just falling off, by the way, too. Everyone's saying he's a ghoul. I think he's turning into something worse. I don't know. If he just, like, falls apart and dies, I'm gonna be kind of pissed, but that's definitely, like, a fuck you to everybody. I mean, he could be turning into something else. There's a few different theories of what he could be. Everyone's saying he could be a centaur, and that his arm fell off, he could be. And with that, like, vagina teeth thing, I don't know. We do see that the global comms are active in there as well. We do know Norm did communicate with him on the radio to no avail, because no one's fucking listening in there, but the global communication. And he did mention the stuff with the vault there. I got a feeling it's going to come into play later, despite those vault people who are just kids looking at him like, yeah, the vault. And it's like, dude, you need to look the fuck around, kids. You better look. Like, one girl's smart. She's like, I want to fuck you. But also, we need to be smart. Like, the plan went to shit. This is not going to work. Maybe I have theories that the global communications are going to tie into the East Coast. Got a feeling there. When Hank did this, the NCR, I did get superbly fucking pissed. I was like, fuck you. So the Steph and Chet whole marriage thing was always kind of weird. I wonder why she was doing that. Maybe she needed to marry him for a specific reason. But then the Woody glasses thing happened, and you're like, oh no. And then he just puts her on Front Street, and they did a switcheroo. They're like, yeah, I accidentally put the glasses back. We're like, all right, well, carrying on. And they're like, here's her Canadian badge. And everybody was xenophobic as fuck. They're like, oh, Canadian, kill it. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what happened? 200 years later, and they still hate fucking Canadians. Oh God, it's more real than you think, though, for that annexation. But hey, said it here first. Then they like were chasing her down, and she's having a panic attack. She obviously has something in the Beth McLean, which is Hank's wife. Like, what the fuck? And so she was frozen as well? Like, was she a frozen person, but then they, got together for Super Baby thing? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is in... some people believe a Gek is in Best thing, and then some other people believe it's an FEV virus, and they're going to basically turn everyone into super mutants, which I fully believe is what's going to happen to everybody in 33, and probably 32 as well. Now, seeing the Armored Deathclaw battle was the fucking... I was cheering off the couch. I was like, kick his ass! Because every one of us who are Fallout players, we are like, in a guy seeing a dude in a power armor suit and just battling it the fuck out, you are cheering. You are like, kick that motherfucker's ass! Like, you're just playing for every person who fought a Deathclaw in Fallout. And I was like, yeah, man. Plus, the NCR armor is really fucking cool. We always wondered if they were going to do that. They stole the Brotherhood of Steel power armor, and I think they mentioned that they were trying to make it their own, sort of thing, and they painted over some of the older models and shit back when. So this is cool. Like, 20 years after everything happened in New Vegas, you're able to see what the fuck they did. And we were actually able to see the Lucky 38 panel that the Ghoul access is the same one on the right side. It looks exactly the same that you see as the followers of the Apocalypse wanted you to bug that motherfucker, or they wanted you to bug the inside on the monitor. I think you had to put a bug there. Either way, that is the same panel you used to access the door to the Lucky 38. During the battle, though, we're actually able to see Maximus here have his suit, and his suit looks spot on, and it's red. And yes, that is canon, because you can change your coloration to fucking red if you want in New Vegas, which is really cool. If it was orange, I would have flipped shit. If it was that orange coloration, I would have flipped fucking shit. Still time to do that. And the sounds in there of like the fusion core and everything else getting fucked up in the power armor was really cool. And seeing that door open with a Deathclaw, and like you knew there's more than one, so I will cry if I see the people of Freeside and other folks and Maximus battling it out against the Deathclaw. And it'd be really cool if that super mutant group shows up there to battle the fucking Deathclaw too. That would be awesome. We do see that House's place is fucked up in the Lucky 38 Tower. The one that's usually very clean and pristine, we actually see it really much destroyed in a wrecked Securitron down there as well, which you're wondering what happened. Like, what happened here? I do have a theory, by the way, too, is that the courier didn't make it out, because if the courier were still alive and he was supporting NCR, he would have taken that NCR power armor. Obviously, they would have probably fucking given it to him after the Battle of Hoover Dam, because speaking of Hoover Dam, we do see another reference to Hoover Dam in House's snow globe. That's right. Remember Mr. House's snow globe collection? You get to see that in the Hoover Dam fucking snow globe that's just sitting on a desk with a notebook as well. And I wish we could have looked in the notebook, because the notebook looked kind of newer. I'm curious about. And we do see that there's a cold fusion device right behind Mr. House. Well, right in front of. So this whole fucking time, that big open spot there that you see, that wasn't just for decorate. Like, you're kind of weird, right? That was a cold fusion device right fucking there. And yeah, that was really cool to see. And of course, we're gonna get to the huge plot twist in a second. But we see Mr. House online. Google puts it in. House uploads and turns back on. He's like, "Hello, old chum." And it was like the monitors on the side were the same, and he just looked like real life Mr. House. And I was like crying, man. I was like, this episode has me in the feels. They have me in the balls, this fucking show, man. Every character, every actor, every piece of writing, small and large, has me by the balls in this fucking show. God damn, that was the coolest shit. I'm like, best video game adaptation. Seeing the president there, who was Mr. Clancy Brown himself, a cameo by him, which was like, what the fuck? Like, what is Clancy Brown doing in here? And I'm like, has he been in Fallout before? Let's actually Google that together. Okay, so he did join he was Rhombus in the head paladin of the Brotherhood of Steel in the original Fallout game released in 1997. Interesting. Yes, and in case you couldn't have figured out, by the way, too, with everything going on and that unmarked plane arriving just when the Enclave is in town, by the way, to talk to Cooper's wife, needless to say, him giving it to the president, in which case you know whose side the president is on, right? And all those people? That's the Enclave. It's literally the Enclave. The Enclave fucking played Coop. That's wild. And the Enclave was the president and everything else like that as well. Like, here's the thing. There was no more United States. It was either Enclave or corporations in the resource wars. That's all it fucking was. That's all it was in the lore. You find that one out. And we do find out that the Vault-Tec got revenge on the senator by making her the fucking mainframe. They took her head and put her head on the fucking mainframe. That's insane. That is like the biggest fuck you. They're like, hey, eat a dick. Like, that is insane to me. Like, that's fucking wild. And it's Vault-Tec's revenge. That is what Vault-Tec does. That's why Vault-Tec is the true villain of the fucking show. Well, them and on the Enclave. God bless the Enclave, and God bless America. The Canadian border, we do see that there seemed to be a battle there at the Canadian border as well between ye old mountain heads, whatever the fuck they're called, I don't know. Sorry, all my Canadian viewers are there. Mountaineers? I guess. Sorry, I'm American, I don't know. That being said, here too, you saw them in a power armor battle, and they're like the 51st state, and they're hating people and shit. I'm like, that's pretty real. But either way, it was the coolest fucking shit. Like, it was so fucking good. Just so fucking good. Honestly, I probably am gonna say here, probably my favorite episode or top 2 episodes of the season so far. Fucking hell, it was so fucking good. That being said, everybody, be sure to leave a like here. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Like, if you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, comment down below. Did you enjoy it? Follow me on social media and let me know in the comment section for the post. Did you enjoy this episode of Fallout, episode 7 of season 2? Because I sure as hell did here. And boy, oh boy, the whiskey might be kicking in. Thanks everybody for joining me on this episode here today. I've been your host, Dakota Morgan, for the Nuka recap, the preliminary episode, well, the finale episode of Nuka recap here for you on the Lorepod podcast. Be sure to subscribe for new episodes every week. Thanks everybody as always, and remember, stay creative, everyone.